Hello. So after I had such a good success with my first video, I am going to make another one that's not yoga. I'm doing more yoga later, so you can wait for that. But I got some requests. I sound like this, person that does YouTube videos all the time. But I got some requests to talk about when you have spouses or significant others that are not supportive of your health journey, healthy journey, whatever. So I actually myself was kind of in the same position, but not really. Let me explain. My boyfriend and I had been dating about 7 months, and granted I was not as health oriented as I am now when we first started dating. He said he worked out, which he's like, I said I worked out? Really? Because I haven't worked out in a really long time. So the truth came out, and I felt like I was always coming from a workout, talking about a workout, teaching yoga, going to CrossFit, and he was not. He's happy making beer and drinking it, which is fine. But I just kind of felt like our differences were leading us astray, and I felt like we didn't have a lot in common, even though everything outside of that was fine. And it seems silly to break up with someone because they don't work out. We actually broke up for a whopping 1 day. He broke up with me, but I had already been planning on it. I just didn't want to do it over a weekend that, I think it was like Mother's Day weekend. I don't know. I was just dreading it. I hate confrontation. And so I was planning on waiting, and then he came over and dropped the bomb. Of course, he said, "Oh, you could feel it too." And I said, "Yeah." We broke up for 1 day. He said he felt really bad that I went on the mud run by myself, that he wasn't there to support me, or that I didn't have anybody there to even hold my phone or take pictures. And sorry, I'm cracking my nose. He had an epiphany the next day and started thinking, hey, if she can sit on the couch with me and watch three superhero movies in one weekend, one Sunday or Saturday, we did it all in 1 day. We watched like Captain America and I don't even know, Thor, and then the second Thor, whatever that one's called, Dark World or something. But he was like, if she can do that for me, then I can run a 5K with her. And last weekend, I'm happy to tell you, although most of you probably saw our pictures, that we did our first 5K. We did the Color Me Rad run. It was fun. He's better than me. Like, what the hell? He hasn't worked out in years, and he does couch to 5K for like 4 days, and he's like smoking me. And I do CrossFit and Zumba and this crazy class called Cardio Blast, and couldn't keep up with it. But let me just say that first of all, the breaking up for a day gave us kind of like a new leash on life, because he missed me and he realized he was being silly. And I'm glad that it took him making the decision and realizing, oh my God, what if I just made the worst mistake in my life, to come back and say, you know what, I can do this with you. He went out and bought a set of weights. I haven't followed up with him to see if he's actually been using them, but I want to use them when I go to his house this weekend. So, but yeah, he's always been a somewhat healthy eater, and he's always encouraged me to lose, not to lose weight. He doesn't think I need to lose weight. In fact, he loves my curves, and is afraid that I'm going to get too skinny, which I've always had curves, even when I was a size 10, which is small for me because I'm 5'7.5". But anyways, and big boned, I guess you could say, I don't know. Anyways, I just want to say that if your significant other is not supporting you, dump them. No, just kidding. You should, though. They don't support you. If somebody loves you enough, they would support you. So if they're not supporting you, then you need to have a come to Jesus meeting, and you need to be like, this is me. Why do you not want me to be healthy and live longer to grow old with you? I mean, maybe a lot of people are scared of, they don't want to have to give up the sugar or give up the junk food, which you don't have to give up sugar completely, but they're afraid that you're going to take away their fun, that they're not going to be able to have fun anymore. I think that's a big thing. So if maybe you can show that you can still have fun and be healthy, and that you can still make super yummy healthy food without it tasting like sand. I don't know why I said sand. Dirt, yucky, bleh. Quinoa with no flavor. I think that's a big reason why spouses or significant others don't join in. For me, my boyfriend just said he was comfortable with where he's at, and he didn't need to lose. I mean, he's got like a beer gut. He drinks beer all the time because he makes his own beer, and it's amazing and it's fun, and all of his friends, his life is very much centered around beer. And he just has one a day, well, most days, except when we're at like fun beer events where we get to taste all the different kinds of beer. But, you know, if they're happy with where they're at, then let them. Or maybe they're in a position where they feel like they have too much weight to lose, and they don't feel like that they can, you know, that they're not going to succeed, so they don't want to even try. So maybe it means you being their encourager, and maybe if you start encouraging them, they'll encourage you more. I don't know. I just know that that was in my position, and I haven't been in a position before where they were really supportive or weren't really supportive. I was in one relationship where the guy would get jealous when I worked out because he thought the guys were hitting on me at the gym. And let me say, guys hit on me at Walmart. They don't hit on me at the gym. It's been like 10 years since I've been hit on at the gym. So most guys are here to be all serious and work out and get in their little roid rage workouts. But all that to say, I hope that you all have a supportive network around you as I do. And, you know, it's one of those things, if you just encourage them. I mean, it's weird because if someone is chunky and they don't want to lose weight, you're trying to encourage them, it's going to like, they're going to be like, oh, I don't need to lose weight. Why are you encouraging me? But maybe you can be encouraging in other areas, or just lead by example. I don't know. I know that my kids constantly make fun of me because I'm like, oh my God, ramen has MSG in it, and I'm never buying ramen again. Or whenever my son wants to drink like those Monster energy drinks, I'm like, hell, here's your cancer in a can. And he's like, Mom, everything has cancer. Everything's going to give you cancer. And I don't drink it for me. You know, it's hard to keep teenagers happy and keep kids happy, but if you don't buy it, you won't have a desire to eat or to drink it as much because it's not in the house and you don't want to have to go all the way to the store. So I don't know, it's just a happy balance. Somehow you need to find a balance where everyone is happy, and I know it's not easy, and I know it's not you know, just cut and dry, but all I can say is that if you're a light is attracted to light. So if you're being negative about it, if you're being, you know, bitter Betty or pissy Pam, or, you know, you can use plain old Debbie Downer, but I like all the fun ones. If you're being negative about it and you're being depressing and you're kind of like projecting that, they're going to feed off of that and they're going to instantly be defensive. So maybe if you're trying to win over someone into your healthy side instead of the dark side, you should try by leading by example and just being positive about it. Just, you know, if they drink water when they always drink soda, be like, oh, good job. Or, you know, maybe just commenting on the positive things that they do instead of being negative Nancy. Or nagging, because no man likes a nagger. No man wanted to marry his mom. Truth hurts. Not that you all are naggers, but I'm just saying, actually pretty much ruined my marriage with my ex-husband for nagging. So take it from me, nobody likes a nag. So just, you know, don't worry about them, worry about you. Eat healthy, do your thing. Maybe eventually they'll come around. Maybe they'll see your passion, or maybe they'll see how much weight you're losing and how good you feel about yourself, and then they'll be like, she's gonna look good without me, or he's gonna look good without me. Maybe they'll join in. Okay, that was the longest video ever. I hope that I helped some of you that asked. Just realized I'm looking at me and not in the camera. I'm so sorry. You all. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I just hope I helped. And leave me some comments and I can definitely talk. I know it's so silly because I don't feel like I'm like the guru who knows things, but at the same time, I've lived a really long, I don't want to say a rough life. Well, I kind of have lived a rough life, if I tell you. That's for another day, but I have a son that has life-threatening illness and lots of hospitalizations, and none of my family lives in Tennessee anymore, so it was rough, but I had to be resilient, and I learned to accept everything around me because I had no choice. And so because I'm so easygoing, I've been accused of being too easygoing before, which, is that really a problem? I still have opinions, I'm just not going to be rude about them. But anyways, I love you all, and I hope you learned something and enjoyed my rant. Go drink some water and be healthy.